Welcome back, friends, to the Gamer Down. This is your host, Dark Hostess, and my continued coverage and look at patch 1.3, which is on the horizon. And first, I just wanted to, clarify a little something from the other day when I released that water invasion thingy. Well, anyway, as you can see, if you did look at my map a little bit ago, you'll see that there was no water rifts on the map at all. It's just water footholds. So I imagine they are not done with the water rifts. And as you see, they have finally put in some of the quests. Yeah. And some of these quests are actually pretty neat and fairly creative, such as this one here. This is kind of like a shooting gallery, and it's really easy, it's real easy to do, and you can do it with multiple people there without too much harassment. So, yeah, it looks pretty fun, and it is pretty fun. I'll show it to you here in a few minutes. One thing you must keep in mind is this is the public test shard, and things are subject to change, so always keep that in mind. I mean, what you're seeing here might be a little different by the time it hits the live server, so just keep that in mind. And another thing to keep in mind is this is the 5th phase of this whole world event, the very last phase. So I'm not sure if all of these quests will be available at the very beginning, and these might, some of these might just be part of the 5th phase quests. So just keep those, that in mind. I'm just showing you some of the quests, what to expect, and some of the rewards you can get. Yeah, I didn't see anything new from the other day when I showed you this. Looks about the same. I am very, very happy they got away from all the world event quests revolving around rifts. They had to spice it up a little bit, and they finally, put a few quests in here that are kind of neat. Such as this one here. You have to go up on the balcony here in the sanctum and blow the horn. And I guess something I didn't think of earlier is I'm showing you the Guardian side here. So I'm sure the Defiant side is, pretty much the same thing. I'm sure the quests are identical. I'll go check on that, but I'm certain the quests are identical. They always do that. So, and the second quest that is coming up here, you have to go into the ocean and use a net and capture these little beasts, these little what are they, like deep ones that are swimming around. You'll see them. Yeah, there's one problem though. There's very few of them. There's very, very few of them. So that is a huge problem, and I did submit feedback, and I told the GMs, whoever listens to the feedback, I said, guys, I'm here all by myself, and it's taking me like 20 minutes to do this one quest because there's no mobs. So please do something about that. I hope they heard me.
Yes, bye.
And according to the world event quest text, it seems that some of the very beginning quests are about rifts and closing the water rifts that are going to be everywhere. I mean, this place is going to be slammed with water invasions, similar to the death invasions from the first world event. So I'm sure there's going to be more quests on hand and more quests to offer during the very first phases of this. But all of these quests here in phase 5 are really easy. One, you go and dance with one of the NPCs, and another one, you go blow a horn and start a fireworks display. The third one, you go off into the ocean and you capture some creatures. The fourth one, do a little shooting gallery thing. So that's all really easy crap. Anybody can do it, and the newbies can do it, the 50s can do it. So I'm all for it. It's for everybody, and it's easy. Nothing real challenging. And you see this little table here? This is going to be another quest, obviously. It's obviously not done yet. And I saw this same quest in Lord of the Rings Online, actually. And what you do is, after you accept this quest, a little timer will count down. And on this table here, you must guzzle as much booze as you can. And I'm sure you get pretty screwed up. And, you know, you just beat the timer. I'm sure that you'll have ample time to do that. But as you see, the quest is not exactly finished yet. So I'm sure we can expect that in the future. Most of these quests also give about 25 runic seals. So you can probably earn about 100, 125 a day. Easy. Doing these easy peasy little quests here. And yeah, I tried to see if this drinking table was working, but no go. It's not going to work yet, and I'm sure they're going to have it in really soon. Really soon. I sure wish they had it in. I wanted to show that to you really bad, but I'm sure it's just like Lord of the Rings Online's drinking game they have. And once the timer starts, all you do is just click as fast as you can on the drinks. And here's the other quest. You basically just dance till you drop here. And it's pretty hilarious. I thought this was kind of funny. I'm glad that they're adding some humor to this game, because if Rift lacks anything, it lacks a sense of humor. There's very little humor in this game. I remember questing and not really coming across any funny quests, really, except for Scotty's quest. That was probably the only funny quests I really can even remember. All the other quests were just so serious and just so down, you know. It was kind of depressing, you know. I'm glad they're adding a little humor. That is something that is very, very much in need for Rift. These guys sure don't have much stamina, you know. Less than 15 seconds worth of dancing in there on their butts. And you see, you get the artifact. You get an artifact here, some sort of slippers. And as you see, there's several artifacts actually. So I guess there's another collection that goes with this world event. So keep that in mind too. You know, there's a little artifact thingy that goes with this as well. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad they added that too. And it seems obvious that you get the artifacts from just doing these dailies and participating in the world event in general. So yeah, looks pretty cool, pretty cool. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this one quest in. And so you get 25 runic seals. It's not too bad, you know. They'll add up quickly. And most of the items weren't very expensive. You'll be able to get several items. And since I happen to be right here by the bank, guys, and I see that they put in the guild banks, the guild vaults, I decided to go ahead and take a quick look at those guild vaults too. Yeah, but first, you can see this other quest here, and basically all you have to do is just go to Hammernail, and you get a pretty awesome little blue item. So, yeah, you get to see that too. I'll show it to you here in a while. But first, the guild vaults. Yep, they got them in now. I'm happy they got those in now. Should make a lot of people happy now. I don't have access to anything in this PTS guild, but it's basically very similar to WoW, and you can buy different vaults, and you can withdraw money, put items in, take items out, according to your level of access. So, yeah. Not too bad, not too bad. It looks like they did a pretty good job on it. And they also added a log, which is a necessity. You know, people are going to be ninjaing right and left. You know that. Yeah. So, yeah, be aware of that. Now that they have the vaults open, be aware of those new recruits you invite to your guild and watch their level of access. I saw it too much in WoW. People would allow people into their guild and give them all this access. They'd clean out their guild bank, and there wasn't really much they could do about it. It was just a lot of trouble for the GMs as well. So, you know, don't screw yourself by giving too much access to people you don't know. You know, always keep that in mind. And here is the shooting gallery type quest, and this was pretty fun. You know, it was pretty cool. I'm sure it'll be a little boring after about the 15th time or so, you know, But yeah, it was kind of entertaining. And basically all you do is target the little abyssal guys and just let them have it. You can spam the hell out of that little water pistol thing. At the beginning here, I was kind of fumbling around, you know. I was trying to figure out exactly how you do this. But they'll respawn, and you just target the red name guys and spam your water pistol. It's that easy. And when you run out of water, the table here will sparkle, and you can refill your little gun. So, yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. I like it. It's different than killing invasions and rifts constantly, like in the last world event. That got really old. That got quite boring. And then like the dragon eggshell one, that wasn't, very exciting either. I'm glad that they have gotten away from just that, and they're throwing a little variety in here, much needed variety. I'm not sure how this is going to play out with multiple people, if there's multiple people fighting over these spawns here. But I guess it'll be alright, I guess it'll work out. I guess they respawn fairly quickly, and you don't seem to be on any timer here at all. So I guess you can pretty much shoot them at your leisure, and just don't shoot the guys with the yellow names, and you'll be alright. And here I went to go and loot this thing, but it disappeared too quickly before I could get a hold of it. See how fast that thing disappeared, man? That's a little too quick. Maybe that's part of the game. Maybe you're supposed to just completely haul ass over there and try to pick it up. I don't know. It's all new. All this stuff is new, and we'll all figure it out as it goes along. This is just a quick look at some of the things we can expect. And here is the other quest, where you had to go in the water and basically capture deep ones and those little mud skipper type guys, And it's right next to Sanctum if you're a Guardian. And I'm sure if you're Defiant, I'm sure that the area for you is really close as well. Probably your nearest ocean. This quest here is the one that I was speaking of earlier. And I submitted feedback over, that this is going to be a huge problem. There's very, very few quest mobs here. And, they're just so hard to find. I was all by myself here. And just look at my clock, and you can see how long it took. It was like 10 minutes or something. It was way too long to do this quest. There needs to be way, way, way more quest mobs in the ocean here for this quest. And I hope they listen to my feedback, but I sometimes think that thing goes straight to a furnace or straight to the recycle bin, And here I finally found one, and that's what they look like. That's like one of those little mudkip guys, or you've seen the model in other zones, much bigger though. And the other ones just look like deep ones, basically, little tiny deep ones. And I'm not positive, but I think like these little seaweed type glowy things are new as well. I really didn't do a lot of swimming out in the ocean by Sanctum, but I'm pretty sure this is new. So it looks like they've are touching up the areas a little bit for this invasion, adding a little decoration, a little feng shui to the situation. But here's much later on, and you can see like how much time has passed and how many I've got so far. Yeah, there's not very many, and if we have a ton of people out here fighting over these guys, and I'm on Wolfsbane, the most popular server, and there's just tons of people all the time. We're going to be fighting over these guys. It's going to be too much of a pain in the ass unless they add some more mobs. And here I thought I'd show you me turning it back in, and you get 25 beautiful Runic seals to go towards your next purchase, whatever that may be. I'm going to buy me that big old poofy dwarven hat. That's the first thing I'm going to get me. I like that thing. And this is where you shoot the fireworks off. If you go inside Sanctum, and if you just follow the trail and the stairs around, this balcony that I'm sure most of us have walked out on and thought, this is an odd place for a balcony, and there's nothing out here. This is where you do your horn thing, and you start a little fireworks display. Yay! So that's it. That is pretty much it. So as you've seen, most of the quests are very, very easy, very, very straightforward. And here out at Hammernell, I want to go ahead and turn this quest in. And you get a very nice reward. And I didn't see the level requirement on it either, so I'm not too sure what the level requirement is. But if you come out to Hammernell, you basically get a freebie. Get a free, nice looking weapon or wand, depending on your class. So yeah, so I guess they're giving out a freebie, you know, just for the world event, just kind of a thanks for participating sort of deal, you know. And you know, it's you know, it's a pretty cool little weapon. Here, I'll let you take a look at it. See? Yeah, not too bad, not too shabby. That is one thing I have noticed, that the rewards are pretty nice. They're a lot nicer than the last event, like the River of Souls event. Some of those rewards were kind of crappy, but they've added quite a few more rewards, and you know, I think they kind of heard us out here saying that the last ones were pretty crappy, but yeah, they added a few pretty cool items. And you see that Hammernell, the raid itself, is still not open, so can't go in there and look around, unfortunately. So this has been a quick look at all these quests and the guild vault and all that stuff. This is Dark Hostess for the Gamer Down. Please subscribe and thumbs up videos. Thank you.